Hi friends, welcome to Pawan Visual Media and Info Services. As a part of series of lectures on finite element method, today we are going to discuss about the principle of minimum potential energy of an elastic body. Now let us start our discussion with the elastic body. Elastic body is a type of body. With application of load, it should elongate. With the removal of load, it should regain its shape and size. That type of body is called elastic body. The elastic potential energy is nothing but the energy stored inside of the body because of stretching or compression. Let us start our discussion with respect to one simple example. So let us consider one metal rod and having length L and having some cross section A, cross-sectional area A, and having a material property that is a Young's modulus, E, and it is subjected to a point load F. When it is subjected to a load, what happens? It will deform. This body is subjected to incremental loads. Suppose a small load is applied, it will deform correspondingly. If the load is increased further, it will deform further. If the load is increased further, it will deform to the maximum extent within the elastic limit. Let us consider this one on the graph. So now F is the load and U is the deformation. The deformation of the body is U, this one. So within the elastic limit, with the increment of load, the deformation will be increases. There is a linear relationship between the force and deformation. Now, as per the definition, this is just like an elastic body. If you remove the load, it will regain its original position. If you apply the load, it will elongate. So it is an elastic body. Every material within the elastic limit behaves as a spring. So elastic body is one which will elongate with application of load, and remove that one, it will regain its original position. That type of body is called elastic body. Within the elastic limit, every material behaves as a spring. What is a spring? If they apply the load, how the spring will be? If they apply the load, it will elongate, deflect. And if you remove the load, it will come back to the original position, just like a spring. When it is come to the discussion of springs, spring having a material property known as spring constant K. What is K? K is nothing but force per unit deflection. So K is a spring constant which is nothing but force per unit deflection. Now total potential energy. Total elastic potential energy or total elastic potential energy or simply total potential energy. Which is represented with phi. This is nothing but sum of the strain energy plus work potential. Now, what is strain energy of a elastic body? So strain energy is nothing but amount of energy that is required to straining of the body, or the amount of energy that is required to stretching or compression. So now this is strain energy is nothing but that is SE is nothing but work done on the system. Strain energy is nothing but work done on the system. So what is the work done on the system? So area under the curve. So now from the diagram, the area under the curve equal to half into F into U. Suppose every material behaves as a spring, and when the material, if you consider in terms of spring, just like a spring, it is having a spring constant K into U equal to F. So F can be written in terms of a spring constant like K into U equal to F, because with application of load it will deform and it will regain its original position, and it is having a property known as stiffness. Stiffness equal to K into load per unit deflection, K into U equal to F you can write. So now F is replaced with half into K into U. So which is nothing but half into K into U square. So this is the strain energy of an elastic body, which is nothing but half into K into U square. Now what is the work potential? The potential that it can do some work. So which is nothing but force into distance. Now consider the total elastic potential energy or total potential energy phi equal to sum of strain energy plus work potential. So here work potential, we have some sign conventions for strain energy and all. So energy supplied to the system is a positive, energy rejected by the system is negative. Work done on the system is positive, work done by the system is negative. So here work done by the system is, so energy supplied to the system and work done by the system is negative. So that we can consider this is the negative sign for this one. Work done by the system. Work done by the system is a negative. So F into U equal to work done by the system, that is a work potential. So the total potential energy phi equal to, if you just substitute K into U square minus F into U. So this is the total potential energy. So the body, once the load is applied, the body is elongated. When the load is removed, it will regain its original position. So within the elastic limit, with application of load, it will deform and it will come to the stable equilibrium position. At a stable equilibrium position, so what is the total potential energy it contains at any stable equilibrium positions? So if you want to find the total potential energy F equal to phi equal to half into K into U square minus F into U. So in this particular equation, K is the spring constant and F is the external applied load. At constant load, the total potential energy for a for a material of spring constant K is only varies with respect to the deformation U. So now if you differentiate in order to find the equilibrium condition, at equilibrium condition what is the total potential energy it is having. So that is, if you differentiate, because only variable is U, so d phi by du and equate it to 0, then you will get some condition. This condition may be maximum or minimum. So now we differentiate the total potential energy with respect to U and equate it to 0. Then what happens? So 0 equal to K into U minus F. This is the equation. At equilibrium condition, K into U equal to F you will get. So at equilibrium condition, what is the potential energy contains means it may be maxima or minima. So for finding that one, we will go for second differentiation and equate it to 0. This is which is equal to K into U, K minus 0, that is K. So which is a positive. So which means that the total potential energy which contains at a equilibrium position is minimum. Is a positive. So when it is a positive, the total potential energy is minimum. So if it is a negative, the total potential is a maximum. So at an equilibrium position, so once the body is reached a stable equilibrium position with application of load, it will reaches a minimum potential energy. So that is the total potential energy here we defined as minimum potential energy. So this is given in the statement form. From the principle of minimum potential energy came into U minus F equal to 0. So or simply K U minus equal to F. So this is the fundamental equation for in finite element method for solving the any type of problems with application of principle of minimum potential energy in the finite element method. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the applications of principle of minimum potential energy in the finite element method for solving the various problems.